Follow your heart and make it your decision. It's all about knowing when to listen to that conversation and, without sounding really hokey, when to tune it out and follow your heart. That's one of the things that is hardest about being the bachelor. You often have to end relationships that are actually going quite well, just because your time together is up. If other relationships are further along, you have to go with your gut and follow your heart. Follow your heart and fear does not exist. You can do anything as long as you don't stop believing. When it is meant to be, it will be. You just have to follow your heart. Make sure that you always follow your heart and your gut, and let yourself be who you want to be, and who you know you are. And don't let anyone steal your joy. My kids, I love it when they tell me, "Abba, I want to be an artist." And I say, that is awesome, I just want you to be happy and to follow your heart. Your heart and your instincts are far more reliable than your brain. When you follow your heart, you can be sure you won't regret it later. Even if you calculate your every move, it's not like life ever goes according to plan. You can't live a lie. You have to follow your heart. Even on tour, where I perform songs from City of Black and White, I still do songs from Nothing Left to Lose. I never turned my back on that material. On some albums, you change, that's all. The trick is to follow your heart and do what feels right. I learned always to follow your heart. I think that being the Bachelorette and being on this side of things, you really have to stay in tune with who you are and follow your gut and follow your heart. I think it's important to have a dream and to follow your heart. There were a lot of years that I was trying to do things that other people wanted me to do. But you have to follow your heart. Believe that you have a unique group of talents and abilities that are going to allow you to accomplish something in an area that interests you. Work at that and try to make some kind of contribution to your community. You don't have to get dowdy or, suddenly, because you have a new label on you, "Oh, I'm 50, so therefore, I have to be a certain thing." Follow your heart and look at your rear view as well as your front view. Trust your own instincts, go inside, follow your heart. Right from the start, go ahead and stand up for what you believe in. As I've learned, that's the path to happiness. All I can tell you really is if you get to the point where someone is telling you that you are not great or not good enough, just follow your heart and don't let anybody crush your dream. My writing, like everything I do, comes profoundly from my heart. I believe that if you follow your heart you will be successful in one way or another. Old-fashioned as that might sound, the philosophy is true. Follow your heart, and don't be subservient to anyone. Shut out the world, and only listen to your heart to fulfill your dreams. Sometimes, you just have to follow your heart and can't verbalize why you feel a certain way. When you follow your heart, you're never supposed to do things because of what you think people might say. You do it for the opposite reasons. Follow your heart. Do what you love. Because I was constantly struggling with that. If it's in your heart, go for it. Don't listen to other people. I have advice for people, period, who are in unhealthy relationships. Follow your heart. It will get you to where you need to be. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy, the places that your heart takes you. But continue to follow it. Where the train leads you, you'll get there. From my own experience, I want to say that you should follow your heart, and the mind will follow you. Believe in yourself, and you will create miracles. To me, romantic means, you follow your heart more than your mind. Sometimes when you're shooting a film, you have to follow your heart. As hackneyed and cliché as it sounds, follow your heart. We are all given intuition and instincts. And sometimes it is hard to follow those instincts with the fears and pressures that surround us, but you have to do it. Never forget that the most political thing you can ever do is follow your heart. It's really cheesy, but even with style, I would say to follow your heart and maybe even the things that you liked as a kid or that you were drawn to. I always find that those are the things that make me the most happy. You do have to follow your heart, otherwise you're living a false life. Don't follow a trend. Follow your heart. When you follow your heart, dreams come true. If you do something, you should do it because you love it, and you should follow your heart and make it how your heart wants it to be made. But it's a difficult world, especially for musicians. Listen to advice, but follow your heart. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. I always believed that when you follow your heart or your gut, when you really follow the things that feel great to you, you can never lose. Because settling is the worst feeling in the world. Everyone has that inner voice, the one that's a negative Nancy. I'd say to ignore that voice and to be confident and follow your heart. Trite as it sounds, follow your heart. Persevere. And if you follow your heart and persevere, it will pay off. I think it's imperative to follow your heart and choose a profession you're passionate about, and if you haven't found that spark yet, if you're not sure what you want to do with your lives, be persistent until you do. If you listen to everybody's opinions, I always say I'd be digging a ditch on the side of the road now if I had listened to what everybody told me what to do. You have to follow your heart, you have to. If you are going to work, you might as well follow your heart, because nothing in life is easy, and if it's going to be hard, it might as well be what you really want. If you want your checkbook to follow your heart, make a donation to those doing work you support. Get into your own creativity. Sketch and paint with different mediums and follow your heart. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. There's no path to success. Everyone constructs their own path. The important thing is to follow your heart. Find your niche, is my best advice. I'm here to spread a message of hope. Follow your heart. Don't follow what you've been told you're supposed to do. Don't follow in my footsteps, follow your heart. My advice to Robin is listen to your heart, do what you feel. Follow your heart in love and marriage as you would in careers, and you'll be fine. Robin has a great heart. He's a fabulous father. Both my stepdad and my dad have said, follow your heart and your dreams, but Tessa, this is a business and you need to become the best. They don't sugarcoat things, and I'm very, very blessed for that. Everyone wants to belong, or be a part of something bigger than themselves, but it's important to follow your heart and be true to yourself in the process. Faith that it's not always in your hands, or things don't always go the way you planned, but you have to have faith that there is a plan for you, and you must follow your heart and believe in yourself no matter what. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.